Hmm. There it goes. Hey, hey, hey. I think I'm gonna start off tying a purple fly today, y'all, because they work so good down here in Louisiana. All right, so I think this is a medium. That might be a large size eye. Anyway, let's throw that on here. So I just put that on there, get a couple of cross wraps to like get it started. I want to get the eye kind of, 90 degrees on the hook where it's making like a right angle. You don't have to be perfect, but pretty close. And then just start doing cross wraps. Going under the hook and over the eye. All right, and after you get a bunch of those on there, just go ahead and go with some like little helicopter type wraps. Go over the hook and under the eye, and you just pulling all those cross wraps tight. That's pretty solid. All right, we're gonna hit that with some glue. Just to protect that thread. Hit that with an ultraviolet light. It'll dry that glue really quick. You can actually see the smoke coming up off the glue where that light dries it. All right, let's find some ingredients. Get some ingredients out, y'all. We'll go with a purple bucktail, straight out of Cali. All right, what you want to do, you just want to pull off a chunk of this, and then cut a chunk of it off. So let's get like a chunk of purple right here. Cut that off. So that I've got my little chunk of purple deer tail right here. Like so. I'm going to set that on the hook. I'm going to wrap it, but I'm going to wrap it loose to start off with. So I'm just kind of wrapping it loose on there to start off with to get it to stay. And then I'll go back and wrap it tighter. All right. Fish came. Sorry, I don't know what that means, y'all. All right, we're gonna add some crazy legs to this thing. Give it a little bit of action. So we're just gonna take some crazy legs right here. I usually cut off about 3 of them. So just take about 3 and kind of pull them off there. This is the same thing for all you bass fishing people. This is basically the same thing as spinnerbait skirt. Same thing. And I want the chartreuse to be on the outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double this over like this. Just like that. And set that on the fly. And wrap that in there. Like that. And then I want the little chartreuse to be showing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up like it's right here. Just cut that off. Now you got some purple with like the little chartreuse little tips. Alright, I'm going to add some flash to this. Make it kind of shiny. We're going to add a little bit of gold to it also. If I can find all my ingredients. There we go. I was looking for my purple flash. All right, I'm gonna add a little gold to this and a little purple flash to it. Wait, is that purple? That's not gold. Never mind, hold on. Let me find my gold. All right, I found some gold. I had something that was close to gold, but it wasn't gold. All right. So move this out of the way. Just got some gold flash right here. So just pull this out. That's right here. I just take, you know, let's see, that ought to be good. What's that? Maybe 4 or 5 strands right there. Probably don't need that many. Let's see. All right, we'll go with something like that right there. Cut that off. So there, we got some gold strands. And what I do, I take them, wrap them around the thread like that, kind of hold them up out of the way, and then I just kind of get them started. And then I'm going to take and come down parallel alongside it and go ahead and get some wraps in. So just add a little gold to it like that. And then we're going to add a little purple, add some purple flash. Same thing. I got to go buy some more of this before long. I'm starting to get low on my purple. Down here in Louisiana for redfish, like a dark color, like a black and purple fly is outstanding. Use a lot of black and purple flies down here. All right, gonna do the same thing. Grab some, cut it off right here. If y'all are new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. That way it sends it out and more people can watch it. It'll send it out through the algorithm. All right, same thing. Gonna get that started. Kind of pull it down to the side like that and wrap it up. There. And then we added a little bit of purple, a little bit of gold. We got little crazy legs on there. Pretty simple. Now we're going to grab some minnow head, 1.5 inch minnow head brush. This is in the misty purple color. This stuff, if you've never seen it or tied flies, has a wire that runs through it. So I'm going to take a piece of this. What's that? Maybe a couple inches long right there. Whoops. Cut that off. I'm going to put it right here, kind of towards the end of the fly, and get it started with some wraps. And then I'm going to take and just put my bobbin over here, just kind of out of the way. And then I'm going to wrap it up. It's just a quick, easy guide fly, y'all. Just a quick, easy little redfish fly. And the redfish down here will absolutely eat it up. All right, as I'm twisting this, I'm going to keep this stuff right here just kind of pushed back towards the back fly. Like so. once I get up here, I'm just going to go ahead and get a few wraps on it. Cut this little extra piece off right here. As soon as I start tying flies, boy, as soon as I start tying flies, my desk becomes a mess instantly. Alright, and then go ahead and wrap that up. Let's get some wraps on it. It's just a really quick, easy little redfish fly. I'll tell you what, we might add a little bit of I'm going to add just a little black around the front right here. So we're going to grab some crack wrap right here. That's what it's called, crack wrap. And I'm just going to grab just a little piece of it because I don't need much. Cut that off. We'll add a piece of crack wrap right here to the front. That'll give it that little bit of black color on this fly. And then also, you know, it adds a little bit of shine to it. So same thing, I'm just going to get that crack wrap started right here. Put my bobbin out of the way, and then we're going to wrap it up. And as you wrap it, you want to try to keep this crack wrap pushed back towards the back of the fly as much as possible, or you know, it can stick straight out. It really don't matter. I just don't want it all sticking super far forward where it's going to get in the way of me tying off my fly. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Like right there, it's trying to come forward on me. I say if it does, it's not a huge deal because whenever you're using this fly, all this stuff's gonna lay back anyway. Yeah, it's not wanting to do the best, but that's fine. We'll tie this off right here. I'll cut off this extra piece. We'll just have to cut this extra right here off. I mean, honestly, the fish don't care about it at all. They're still gonna eat it, but just doing that to make it easier to tie off. Just add a little black crack wrap to the front right there. You know, I am a fishing guy down here in Louisiana. I was supposed to have a trip today, but it's windy outside, so we had to reschedule. But I still have dates available in September. So y'all can go to my website, scripperletsfishing.com, if y'all want to book a trip. I've got a few dates left in October, but October is almost completely full. November is almost completely full. December usually fills completely up. I think it's probably about half full right now. But if y'all go to my website, I keep my calendar updated, and y'all can book a trip. Come down here and get on some big old redfish. I know I tie mine off a lot. But I mean, if you go to my YouTube channel and watch some of the fly fishing videos and see the size fish we catch down here, you'll see why I tie it off so much. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of glue to that knot right there. All right, then we'll hit that with an ultraviolet light, dry that glue off real quick. Oh. Sorry, y'all. One of my dogs is under my desk, and I was trying to get him out from under my desk. All right, so that's just a really quick, easy little redfish fly right there. We'll tie up some more, but added some. So start off with some purple deer tail right there, straight from Cali. We threw some crazy legs on there. We threw a little bit of gold and a little bit of purple flash. 1.5 inch minnow head brush, and I think it's like the misty purple color, and then like a little bit of black crack wrap. Just a easy little fly. All right, let's tie some more, y'all. I've got, just to show y'all, I've got 3 boxes like this right here, or sorry, 2 boxes completely full. But right now I'm starting to fill up my 3rd box. I won't ever use that many the entire season, but I'm starting to fill this up. But whatever. If you ever start tying flies, y'all, it's pretty addicting. Everybody always told me that before I started. All right, let's tie another one. Let's do a topwater fly, y'all. Let's do a topwater fly. So on this one, I go with a 2-aught. I think this is maybe it's a Timco hook. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a saltwater 2-aught hook. These are the ones I use on my topwater flies right here. So let's do that. Let's tie a topwater fly. I'm just going to move this out of the way because I'm going to show y'all what I do. So I got some foam right here. It's just made by Hairline, 2mm white foam. And that's all it is. So this is going to add the flotation to the fly. Now I'm going to basically cut a piece of foam like this right here, like that. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put, of course, start off with just a little bit of a thread. I'm actually about halfway down right here, about halfway down the hook. A little bit of a wrap on here. These topwater flies are really good whenever you got schooling fish. I mean, they're great for bass also, not just redfish, of course, but schooling fish, or like super shallow water. So if you got redfish that are in super shallow water where their backs are sticking out, and all that stuff. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go with the purple again. We're gonna make a little, I know the foam's gonna be white, but we're gonna make like a little purple topwater fly. Super shallow water where their backs are sticking out, stuff like that. Really good time to throw a topwater. One of my last charters, fly charter, it wasn't this weekend, it was last weekend. Right towards the end of the charter, the tide was falling pretty hard. All right, y'all, I got some deer tail right here. The tide was falling pretty hard, and all these redfish were stacked in this little cut where the tide was coming out, and it was so shallow in there, their backs were sticking out of the water and all that stuff. And so, you know, we throw all kinds of flies, but we put a topwater on, one of these topwater flies on there, and threw it out there. It was pretty funny. This my client was working at the fly, and this redfish came up. It's so shallow that the redfish came up and stuck his eyes above the water. The fly was right in front of him. He came up right behind the fly, stuck his eyes up, like looked at us. I mean, it's funny. Looked at us or whatever, saw the boat, and he's like, nope, and went back down. But he was about to smoke that fly, and he came up and he paused for a second, saw the boat, and he was like, nah. He's like, I'm not having any of that. So I'm just putting this purple in there. I'm gonna kind of start off with like a little bit of a loose wrap, and then I'm gonna tighten it up right here. I'm still gonna have a little bit that I'm gonna have to cut off. It don't really matter. It's gonna be covered up anyway. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut this little bit of loose off right here. It's all gonna be covered anyway. But alright, and then we're gonna take our little piece of foam that we have right here, and we're gonna lay it on top of the fly like this. You know, start it right here. You got all this sticking out behind the fly. Now we're gonna wrap that foam. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of shine to it, y'all. Let me just add a little shine to it. I just thought about that. I'll make it a little shiny right off the bat. I'm gonna add some of this purple flash right here. Honestly, the popping action on top is mostly what's gonna attract them anyway, but just for the heck of it, just to make it look cool. We'll add some purple flash off the back. Go away now. I'm over here trying to tie flies, and my dogs wanna. I guess they want some attention. They're over there chilling out all morning long until I get ready to tie flies, and then they wanna come up. We're just going to add some little purple for the heck of it, since I got it out. Actually, let's throw some chartreuse on there. Let's throw a little chartreuse on there too, just for the heck of it. We'll make it good and shiny. Now this is not the most high quality flashing right here. I bought this stuff kind of cheap. But we're just using it for we're just using it for a little topwater fly anyway, so. See, it kind of wants to go crazy on me whenever I tie it. It always wants to go crazy on me. All right, I'll trim that up in a second. All right. I'm gonna add a purple feather to it, y'all. Give it a little bit of a body. So on my saddle hackle slash feather, I cut off the harder part of it so it's easier to twist onto your fly. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap this saddle hackle around. And you don't have to wrap this super tight. You can you can leave little gaps in it. All right, now we'll go ahead and tie this off. All right, now we come back, throw the foam on here. It would probably look better with purple foam. You can always take a magic marker and color, or you can buy purple foam. But a lot of my topwater flies are like a white color or a tan color, like a light brown to imitate shrimp. You're going to fold it over like this, like that, and then we're going to add a lip to it. cut off these couple little extra feather hairs sticking out right there. Flip this over. For some reason I work better when it's like that. Alright, now we're just going to hold this down right here on the front. We'll get some wraps, do kind of like a little thread down right there on the front of it. And then we're going to tie it off. Let me check out the chat. Does anybody, let's see. Making sure I wasn't missing any. Alright, I'm going to tie that off. Let me try to cut a few more of those. One or two little. One or two little hairs there. It's kind of a pain to tie these off a little bit. I kind of have to hold the foam out of the way. While I tie them off. It would have looked a lot better with like a purple piece of foam. But I called my buddy, the guy that owns the fly shop down here in No Wick Outfitters. I called him this morning, or I texted him this morning. I was like, hey, do y'all happen to be open today? And he said no, but he could run up there if I needed something, because I thought about going there and get some purple foam, but I wasn't going to make him run all the way to the shop just for me to go grab some purple foam. Alright, I'm going to hit this right here with an ultraviolet light. This right here will dry that glue that we just put over the knot right there. That'll be good enough. So that's just a very simple little topwater scrounger fly. So what happens, y'all, you tie the fly on right here. This little lip is going to catch the water. And when you're stripping or working the fly down through there, that's it. It pops water in the front, goes across the top. Just a little easy little fly. All right, let's do something else. I was tying that just for the heck of it. I got a buddy that uses, he's also a fly fishing guide. He uses a lot of yellow flies for some reason. And I don't normally tie a lot of yellow flies, but I actually bought some stuff the other day to tie some yellow flies. So let's tie a yellow fly, y'all, just for the heck of it. Do something a little bit different. I'm just putting up some material that I don't need right now. Kind of just clearing out real quick. You ever start tying flies, y'all, or if you do tie flies, you know how it is. It gets to be a mess really quick. You get all kinds of stuff laying all over the place. So I'm just going to put some stuff up real quick, y'all, and we will tie a yellow fly, because my buddy catches the heck out of them on that. So, and I don't ever use yellow flies because I can't think of too much Of course, there's not too much down here that's black and purple either, but black and purple catches the heck out of them down here in Louisiana. All right. All right, let's do a yellow fly, everybody. So grab a hook. There you go. You can make those scroungers really big too. If you take the foam and you can make them push more water than that one does. You can make them push as much water as you want. You can also buy material to make big poppers, you know, like topwater poppers. You can do that too. So this right here, see, I think this is a what? Because I got some more right here, I think. Yeah. So this is, I got a new thing of it. This right here is, and this might be backwards on camera, but this is the Umpqua. It's the competition specialty. This is the 3/0 fly that I'm about to use. But I like the curve on this one. This is what I use on most of my flies down here for these big redfish. So we'll start off with that. Grab some thread, y'all. Guess I'll grab this white thread right here. Hadn't even used it yet. Hadn't even used this white thread. So we'll throw it on the little bobbin thing right here. Like that, y'all. And the way, in case you don't know, take a little thing that looks like this, put it down through the bobbin, and put the thread through here. As I'm getting older, y'all, my near vision, it just started here recently. My near vision has started to go. My far vision is great. I can still see a redfish way out there, you know. But my near vision is starting to go. All right, y'all, I'll probably, after I tie this fly, because it's got one of my dogs sitting here staring at me, and you might just heard him whine. Hey, Tater. So he's starting to whine. So after I tie this fly, y'all, I'm probably going to take a break and feed them. Just give me a little bit. Just nope, move. Nope, move. All right. And now they're all ganging up on me. But I'll tie this fly real quick, and then I'll feed them before they get all upset at me. Just give me a second. Go lay down. All right, y'all. Throw some eyes on here. This might be a speed tie session since I got the dog staring at me. I don't know how they can tell, how they're smart enough to know when it's getting close for time to them to eat, but they can. All right, I'm gonna go with a little bitty lightweight chartreuse eye on this one. Oh man, Tater, I haven't been live streaming as much. We went live yesterday on a charter. I had a charter yesterday. We went live. It wasn't a fly fishing charter. It was a regular spinning rod trip. We started off the first redfish we caught yesterday morning. Right off the bat, the first fish we caught. In fact, it was the first cast. First cast yesterday morning. We had a 17-pounder. Stop, Root. Go over there. Go over there. First fish we caught yesterday was 17 pounds on the first cast. And then we ended up catching 2 more redfish, just over 21 pounds. And then after that, they wanted to try to go catch some smaller size fish. So we did that. We went and caught a bunch of smaller reds, up to about, the smaller ones were up to about 26 inches or so. And then that was it. They were done early yesterday. They didn't care about fishing all day, so we caught 3 giants, then we caught some normal sized fish, and then we called it a day. Right here, I'm just doing some helicopter wraps right here to hold that on there tight. That's pretty tight. Yeah, we got there yesterday morning, and I was like, let's go check for some bull reds. And the first place I stopped on, the very first cast, had a 17 pounder. And then shortly after that, we had one that was just over 21 pounds. And then we moved locations. And shortly after that, we had another 21 pounder. Then they decided they want to go catch some normal sized fish, so we did that. All right. Put some glue on there just to hold those eyes. Now we're going to go ahead and run this thread. Get a little thread down the hook right here. This is going to be a weird looking fly, y'all, probably, because it's going to be a yellow fly. My buddy, I got another fly fishing guide buddy of mine that throws a lot of yellow flies, and he says it works, so I bought some yellow, y'all, so let's tie a yellow fly. Usually not my first choice, but he catches them on it, so let's see. Y'all, I do have some dates available in September still. If y'all want to come to the New Orleans area and do a fishing charter, it don't have to be a fly fishing trip. We can do spinning rod fishing too, like we did yesterday. But if y'all want to come down here and go catch some big old redfish, this is the time of year to do it. All right, we're gonna lay this. This is I think this is rabbit. I think, right? Yeah. This is rabbit zonkers. Cut a piece off. We're going to lay that right here on top. Use that as our tail. Okay. What kind of dogs do I have? Well, I've got 5. So 3 of them are, I guess, American Staffordshire, whatever they call them. They're basically pit bulls, but they're all a bunch of big babies, super nice. I mean, they'll play with people, they'll play with cats. They're not aggressive or mean at all. They're all my dogs are adopted, by the way. They're all adopted. So I got three pit bulls. Then I've got um, I've got another one that's because I had them all DNA tested. I got another one that's it's like 40 something percent. Can't think what it's called. Oh, dang it. Some kind of Asian dog I can't even think of right now. And then he's got some pit bull in him and something else. And then I got another one that's got some lab in her and a little bit of pit bull. And that's about it. But they're all really nice dogs. All right, we're gonna add some body to this right here. I actually have some yellow feathers, y'all, believe it or not. I have some yellow feathers. Although I never tie any yellow flies. But before we do that, let's add some crazy legs to this. Just for the heck of it, let's add some crazy legs. What's up, Isaac? Thank y'all for watching, everybody. I was just kind of sitting around. I was supposed to have a charter today. It was supposed to be an offshore trip, a snapper charter, but the wind's blowing today, so we rescheduled it. You know, you don't want to go offshore out there with that wind blowing. It's not a lot of fun. So we're gonna grab some crazy legs. I cut off or I peeled off 3 crazy leg. Actually, I accidentally peeled off 4, but that's fine. We're going to add some crazy legs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double these over like this. Actually, let's do it like right here. I normally just do it the other way, but let's do it like this for the heck of it. All right. Now we're going to double these over. We're going to get them started on here. Yeah, I'm kind of making this fly up as I go. A buddy of mine uses a lot of yellow flies, so I bought some yellow stuff just to do it. We're going to cut these off and leave where just the tips of them have that little orange or red on there or whatever. Make it look kind of cool like that. Give it a little bit of action. All right. Now let's add some yellow saddle hackle right here, y'all. Y'all, this is probably the last fly I do for now. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 snakes. I don't have any snakes, but I catch them quite a bit. You know, if I see them, I'll catch them and then release them. I don't hurt them or anything. I'll grab them and take them somewhere and let them go. All right, y'all, cut a piece of yellow saddle hackle. I always take this thick part right here and cut that off because it's hard to twist. It's just going to break. So I cut that off. I may live stream again tonight, y'all, a little bit later. I was just sitting here and I thought I would do something productive. So I thought I would live stream to at least, you know, for my YouTube channel, to at least try to get some more views and maybe get some more y'all to subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Stop. Don't eat that, Rosie. No, ma'am. She's over there. One of my bulldogs' name is Rosie. She's over there chewing on something. I don't even know what it is. Like a piece of cardboard, maybe. Who knows? All right, now we're going to wrap this yellow saddle hackle around this thing. We might add a little color right to the front of this fly when we get done, just to make it, add a little color to it, make it look cool. So we're wrapping this saddle hackle, y'all. My camera's right there, obviously. So when I'm wrapping this, it's kind of, I'm trying not to hit my camera. So it's making it kind of awkward to wrap, honestly. That right there looks pretty good. I'll probably live stream again tonight, though. It seems like usually at night I'll get a lot more people watching, which is obviously better for my channel. But y'all, while y'all are here, hit the subscribe button and check out some of my fishing videos. I don't just tie flies, y'all. I got a lot of fishing videos on the channel. That looks pretty good, but I'm going to add something to the front right here. I just don't know what. We're going to add something to the front right there, just to finish it off. Let's see. We're kind of making this up as we go along, but trying to think what would look good on it. You know what? Let's add one. Let's add one little small piece of orange saddle hackle to the front, y'all. Like a little small one. We're kind of making this fly up as we go along, so let's add like a little. Let's add like a little small saddle hackle to the front. And I'm just gonna grab. I'm not even taking the whole thing. I'm just gonna take a little piece of it like this. We'll give this thing a little fire off the front of it. A little fire off the front. If this fly looks weird, I agree with you. I'm making up as I go along, y'all. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, they don't look like it catches anything." I completely agree. It don't look like it catches anything. It probably will, though. I'm sure they would eat it. Redfish are pretty aggressive, y'all. If it comes across in front of them, they're usually gonna eat it. So, all right, let's throw this little bit of orange on here, y'all, just to give it a little fire action. Actually looks pretty good. Oh no. My little tweezers came undone. Alright. Let's tie this off. I didn't need a lot of that feather up front. I was just doing a little bit just to give it a little bit of color. basically this fly's got a bad hair day. All right, let's tie this bad boy off, y'all. And then I will live stream again tonight after I show y'all this fly when we get done. We just kind of made this fly up on the spot, so if it looks terrible, I apologize. We just kind of made it up. We'll add a little bit of glue right here. Add a little bit of glue. That's going to protect that thread that we just tied off. Before we dry it, let's make sure we don't have glue in our eye right there, because it's a pain if you do. All right, let's dry it with ultraviolet light. That'll draw off that glue. All right, y'all. We just kind of made that fly up on the spot, y'all. My buddy, he throws a lot of yellow flies for some reason, and catches fish on it. So we kind of made this one up on the spot. We start off with a 3/0 Umpqua hook, some yellow, what you call it, rabbit, whatever it's called. What's this stuff called? I can't think of what it's called. And then threw some crazy legs on there with little orange tips. Then we went with a yellow piece of, with a yellow feather, like a little orange feather. That's it, y'all. So if y'all missed everything, if y'all weren't here the whole time, I only did 3 flies today. We start off with a black and purple classic. Can't go wrong with black and purple fly for redfish. Then we tied a topwater fly right here, a little topwater gurgler action. And then we tied that, y'all. I will probably go live again tonight. Thank y'all for watching. I got to feed my dogs. Thank y'all.